It's like a funny TV show, but it's real life. And Prince Harry and Meghan Markle keep making things feel like a mix of royal stuff and crazy gossip stories. The latest thing? A sneaky plan that seems like they're desperate but acting like it's a friendly royal move. Lady Colin Campbell says Harry's idea to invite King Charles and Prince William to the Invictus Games wasn't a kind gesture. Nope, it wasn't about family or making up. It was a trick to push them into coming, using the news to make the royal family look mean if they said no. Here's where it gets messy. If you know how royals work, this is just silly. Royal schedules are planned way ahead, like months or even years in advance. You don't just text the king or prince and ask if they're free for a sports event. And you definitely don't tell the news about it first, especially if you're Harry, who's been distant and trying to stay important. His stunt didn't just break royal rules, it broke trust. He knows you don't invite a higher royal after a lower one, but he said he'd invite both his dad and brother anyway. It's a big no-no in royal tradition, and worse, it's a sneaky way to act like he's trying to make peace. The sad thing? This isn't new. It's the same game Harry and Meghan have played since they left royal life. Everything they do feels like a show. Every move is made to get people talking, feeling sorry for them, or guessing what's next. This time, it's about looking like the nice ones. We invited them, but they ignored us. When really, it's just another trick to keep their brand going. Because let's be real, Harry and Meghan aren't royals with jobs anymore. They're famous people with deals. Their brand needs a tiny royal connection. And with most of those ties cut, the Invictus Games is one of Harry's last big cards. But what shows this plan is empty is the timing. Remember when Harry planned the Invictus Games to happen at the same time as Queen Elizabeth's 80th birthday? That was on purpose. He's chosen headlines over family before, and now, while King Charles is fighting cancer, Harry expects him to drop everything and show up in public with cameras everywhere, turning it into a big media show. Even crazier is thinking this could be a fun family get-together. Maybe a chance for Charles to meet his grandkids in public at a big, secure sports event with tons of cameras and nosy reporters. If Harry really wanted to reconnect, he'd go to the UK quietly and meet privately. But that's not what this is about, because quiet doesn't get attention and private doesn't make the news. Their goal isn't fixing things, it's getting headlines. And the sad part? People are starting to see it. Lady C didn't hold back. She called it a trick. Another sneaky move. Just like their PR stunts, Netflix shows, and carefully posted kid pictures with blurry faces on Instagram. It's all part of the same plan. Control the story, act hurt, play the victim. And if that doesn't work, stir things up until someone reacts. But the royal family isn't playing along anymore, and their silence says more than any news story. King Charles isn't just dealing with family drama, he's battling cancer. He's fighting for his health, his calm, and some kind of balance in a crazy world. And then Harry comes along, throwing emotional bombs from far away. Lady C says Charles is staying away on purpose, not because he's mad, but because he has to. He's doing something called loving detachment. It's not mean, it's about surviving. It's like saying, I care about you, but I can't let you hurt me. That's the wall Harry and Meghan keep hitting, trying to break it with big public moves and loud gestures. One weird example, Instagram videos of their kids, carefully edited, faces mostly hidden, posted like they're trying to tug at heartstrings. The quiet goal? Make Charles feel something, maybe guilt. Maybe he'll call or show up. Maybe it'll start the happy family story Harry's dreamed of since the Oprah talk. But the king is a grown-up, a leader, and someone who's dealt with family mess before. He's not going to be pulled in by a social media post, especially when it feels fake and planned. The funny thing, if Harry really wanted his kids to know their grandpa, he'd make it happen quietly. Instead, it's a big show, a setup, waiting for cameras to catch it. Then there's William, who used to be super close to Harry, but now doesn't even say his name. Friends say William's not mad anymore. He's just over it. He's not planning revenge or fuming, he's just done. And that's probably the worst reaction Harry could get. Not anger, not fighting, just quiet, I don't care. Any more silence. Is the kind of silence you feel when someone's already let go of a relationship and moved on, accepting nothing will change. Even now, there are whispers that Harry wants roles for Archie and Lilibet in the future royal family, thinking they deserve titles and jobs. But under William, that's not happening. Lady C said it straight. There's a better chance of snow in a desert than William letting their kids join his royal circle. It's not about the kids, it's about the choices Harry and Meghan made. The interviews, the books, the lawsuits, the digs at the family that raised Harry. It all adds up, and now they're paying with distance and silence. What makes this story hard to watch isn't just the sneaky moves or media games. It's the idea that they think the bridges they burned will still hold them when they try to walk back. It's like they don't see how far they've gone. Lady C didn't hold back on that either. She talked about Harry's past with drugs and drinking, how he wrote in his book about using them to escape pain, to feel something other than sadness or anger. This isn't just a royal problem, it's a personal one. Harry seems like he doesn't know where home is, what calm feels like, or how to stop fighting. And until he figures it out, everyone around him, his dad, his brother, the whole royal system, has to stay strong, no matter how much it hurts. There's a difference between being sent away and running away. Harry might have thought he was escaping the royal rules, the gossip papers, and everything he said was hurting his mind. But what he really walked into was a bubble where playing the victim gets loud, attention gets turned into money, and nobody close can say stop without becoming the next bad guy in their story. And Meghan? She's not just along for the ride, she's steering it, holding tight to the story. She knows how this game works from Hollywood, but this isn't a movie. It's the royal family. Lady C says their survival depends on pretending they're still tied to the monarchy. That pretend game is everything. Without it, their Netflix deals look empty. Their Spotify projects flop. Their book sales stop. Their value shrinks in the eyes of American bosses who thought they got real royals, but really got two upset ex-royals with no real ties, no access, and no plan, except leaning on old grudges. Everything they do now feels like it's about looking good, not being real. We still matter. We're still royal. Whether it's a TV show, a podcast, or a surprise visit to a veterans center with cameras just out of sight, it's always planned, always on purpose. But plans without heart get old fast, and that's what's happening. People are getting tired of the show. Even their biggest fans are quietly backing off. Behind it all is something sadder. Harry isn't just making bad choices, he's falling apart. The guy who served in the army, who walked strong behind his mom's coffin, now seems lost far away, almost like a kid talking about wanting to be noticed, loved, invited. It's heartbreaking to see a grown man trying to make his dad notice him through social media posts. It's sad to use his kids' pictures to make people feel guilty instead of happy. If you've seen addiction, it feels familiar. The tricks, the mixed-up thinking, always blaming someone else. Lady C said it plain. When someone's stuck like that, there are only 3 ways out: getting better, losing it, or worse. And unless Harry wants to climb out himself, nobody, not Meghan, not Charles, not William, can do it for him. What makes it even sadder is that the royal family knows how to handle this. Therapy isn't a secret for them. Charles, Diana, even Margaret got help when they needed it. They've faced scandals, heartbreak, and breakdowns worse than this. But they worked on it, they healed, and they didn't expect the world to fix everything for them. Harry, though, seems stuck, still blaming, still poking, still wanting others to change so he doesn't have to. William's silence isn't mean, it's protection. He's not letting his wife, kids, or the crown get pulled into more drama. That's the quiet smarts of someone who's seen this story too many times. Charles's distance isn't not caring. It's about surviving. His health, his duties, his legacy. He's earned peace, not public fights. In the end, the doors aren't locked tight, but they're not wide open either. The message is clear: come back if you want, but come back humble, not with big news stories. Until then, the family will stay as they are, calm, quiet, and keeping their distance. Because sometimes the kindest thing you can do is step away.